In the world of music, Black R&B icons have long stood as powerful, influential forces. Their extraordinary talent and timeless hits have shaped generations and captured the hearts of millions. Yet behind the spotlight and legendary performances lies a side few ever witness, one marked by personal challenges, difficult missteps, and lives affected by issues like addiction, conflict, and public controversies. These 18 legendary R&B artists once stood at the top, admired, celebrated, and surrounded by success and recognition. But like many who rise quickly and shine brightly, each of them eventually reached a breaking point. Their experiences with addiction, personal hardships, and public controversies didn't just affect their careers. They reshaped their lives in lasting ways. Share a comment with number 1 if you relate to their journeys, or number 0 if you see things differently. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because these stories aren't just about music. They're powerful reflections of history, resilience, and voices that never truly disappeared. They're simply waiting to be remembered. In the 1990s, R. Kelly didn't just dominate R&B, he transformed it. His album 12 Play smashed records, going 6 times platinum, and with I Believe I Can Fly, he reached global superstardom, winning 3 Grammys, selling millions, and showcasing a voice that seemed untouchable. He wasn't just a star. He was a cultural force, defining the sound of a generation. But while the world celebrated his talent, a darker story was quietly emerging. In 1994, cracks in his public image appeared when he entered into an illegal marriage with Aaliyah, who was underage. The certificate was forged, and the marriage was quickly annulled, yet the controversy lingered. Admiration slowly gave way to suspicion, and the world began to question. Who was the man behind the music? By 2002, a leaked tape, allegedly involving an underage girl, shocked the public and ignited widespread outrage. He later faced trial and was acquitted in 2008, thanks in part to a team of high-profile attorneys. Despite ongoing accusations over the years, he continued to tour and release new music. In interviews and reports that emerged later, accusers shared painful accounts, describing periods of isolation and pressure into inappropriate situations, often without their family's knowledge. By the late 2010s, a combination of lawsuits, mounting debt, and unpaid taxes had left him financially devastated. In 2019, the documentary Surviving R. Kelly brought survivors' stories into the public eye, exposing the depth of the allegations. Streaming services pulled back promotion of his music, Sony Music cut ties, and public opinion shifted sharply. In 2021, he was found guilty of racketeering, sex trafficking, and multiple abuses, and in 2022, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Once a celebrated artist, he became inmate Neymar 09622714, stripped of fame, fortune, and freedom, now serving time for his crimes. Michael Sumler, widely known as Chicago Mike, tragically passed away at 71 in a head-on car accident on Sunday, May 24, 2025, in Mableton, Georgia. The crash occurred on Veterans Memorial Highway near Buckner Road. While the other driver was unharmed, authorities confirmed that Sumler died at the scene, according to the Cobb County Medical Examiner. Michael Sumler, famously known as Chicago Mike, tragically died at 71 in a head-on car accident on Sunday, May 24, 2025, in Mableton, Georgia. The crash occurred on Veterans Memorial Highway near Buckner Road, and while the other driver was unharmed, Sumler was pronounced dead at the scene, according to the Cobb County Medical Examiner. Just hours before the accident, Sumler had been performing at the Mabel House Barnes Outdoor Theater during an evening of funk, sharing the stage with fellow funk legends. Mapleton Mayor Michael Owens remembered him fondly. His style and energy brought a burst of excitement to Kool and the Gang for decades. Mike Cooper, founder of Con-Funk-Shun, also paid tribute. "Thank you, Mike, for always supporting Con-Funk. We had no idea that Lowe's train on Sunday night would be your final ride. Rest in heaven." Over the years, Sumler became a true fan favorite. Though he wasn't an original member of the band, he brought a fresh energy to their live performances. His sense of rhythm, perfect timing, and authentic connection to the music helped Kool and the Gang carry their sound across generations, giving longtime fans moments to treasure and new listeners reasons to fall in love. He wasn't always in the spotlight, but those who performed alongside him and everyone who danced to the music felt his influence. Since forming in 1964, Kool and the Gang has included more than 40 members, and Sumler remains one of the voices that helped shape their onstage legacy. Authorities confirmed the news, which was later reported by Entertainment Weekly. Sumler joined Kool and the Gang in 1985, stepping into a group that had already cemented its place in R&B and funk history. What started as a behind-the-scenes role as a stylist and choreographer soon grew into something much bigger. With his vibrant energy, commanding stage presence, and unmistakable flair, Sumler became the driving spark that brought the band to life, defining their live performances for more than 3 decades. The band was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2024, recognized for their enduring influence on funk, soul, and R&B. Michael Sumler played a vital role in carrying that legacy into the 21st century. His passing left a deep mark, not just on the band, but across the wider music community, where fans and fellow musicians alike celebrated Chicago Mike for the passion and heart he brought to every performance. Lamar Odom, a highly talented professional basketball player recognized by fans around the world, is often seen as a striking example of how a promising career can be affected by struggles with substance use. His basketball journey took off in the early 2000s, eventually leading him to the Los Angeles Lakers, where he played alongside the legendary Kobe Bryant. Odom helped guide the team to back-to-back championships in 2009 and 2010. And in 2011, he earned the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, one of the biggest highlights of his career. Yet despite his on-court success, Lamar faced ongoing challenges with substance use throughout his life. The pressures and temptations of fame and professional sports contributed to difficult battles behind the scenes, ultimately leading to choices that impacted both his career and his well-being. Lamar's life took a devastating turn on October 13, 2015, when he suffered a serious medical emergency at a Nevada brothel. The incident left him in critical condition, facing major health complications, including kidney failure and multiple heart and neurological issues. The crisis not only ended his marriage, but also brought his professional basketball career to a halt. Once celebrated for his talent and championship wins, Lamar became widely known for deeply personal struggles and life-threatening health challenges. This moment marked a major turning point, forcing him to confront not only his battle with addiction, but also the emotional and physical losses that followed. Although Lamar Odom reached incredible highs during his basketball career, he also faced serious challenges off the court. His struggles with substance use, including cocaine and other stimulants, took a heavy toll on both his personal life and professional journey. Over time, these issues contributed to his exit from the league, legal troubles, and severe health complications. One of the most harrowing moments came in 2015, when Lamar fell into a coma following a medical emergency at a Nevada brothel. From that point on, his life changed dramatically, forcing him to fight not only for his physical recovery, but also to rebuild emotionally. Through it all, he has drawn strength from the support of family and loyal fans, taking steady steps toward healing and rebuilding his life. Lamar Odom's journey is a powerful reminder of the importance of mental health, perseverance, and facing personal struggles head-on. In an interview with TMZ, Lamar opened up about the challenges he faced during his marriage to Khloe Kardashian, recalling a moment when someone he was involved with used his phone to call Khloe and ask her to pick him up. It was just one of many signs that his life and career were slipping out of his control. Once a rising NBA star with a bright future, Lamar faced the serious consequences of substance struggles and personal turmoil. But his story doesn't end there. It's also one of resilience, hope, and rebuilding. Share your thoughts on Lamar's recovery journey, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow as we continue sharing inspiring stories of determination, strength, and the will to rise again. In May 2019, he was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison, a dramatic fall from online stardom to public disgrace. Reports later suggested that some figures in the entertainment world may have tried to downplay or obscure details of the case, adding even more controversy to an already troubling situation. Shortly afterward, his YouTube channel was permanently removed, wiping out his digital presence. The case sparked intense reactions across the internet and became one of the most widely discussed scandals involving a social media entertainer in Hollywood. What ultimately landed him in serious trouble, and on this list, was a shocking case involving the deaths of two close friends, YNW Juvie and YNW Sackchaser. These rising artists were tragically shot and killed in October 2018 under unexpected circumstances. Investigators allege that Melly was involved in planning the incident and attempted to stage it as a drive-by shooting. On February 13, 2019, Melly turned himself in and has remained in custody ever since, facing a long and complex legal battle that has stretched on for years. The situation escalated further in late 2022 when prison officials claimed he was connected to a secret escape plan, an accusation that reportedly even cast suspicion on members of his own legal team. NW Melly burst onto the music scene with emotionally charged tracks like Mixed Personality, featuring Kanye West, and Suicidal with Juice WRLD, quickly gaining attention for his raw, heartfelt style. But as his music climbed the charts, his personal life was falling apart. His legal troubles began early. Back in 2015, he served time for multiple assault charges, and by 2017, he was behind bars again for violating probation. Between 2018 and 2019, the situation escalated rapidly. He was arrested twice, faced charges for illegal possession, and the legal issues kept mounting. As of May 2025, Melly remains in custody, awaiting a verdict in a retrial after the jury reached a deadlock in 2023. His fall from rap royalty to inmate has become one of the most shocking stories in Hollywood gossip, serving as a stark reminder that fame doesn't protect anyone from consequences. Once hailed as one of the most promising young stars in the rap scene, with hit songs and a distinctive style, Melly now faces a series of serious legal challenges that have thrown his career and future into uncertainty. From murder charges to lawsuits, his case has drawn intense media and public attention, and the choices he made in the past now threaten not only his music career, but also the trajectory of his life for years to come. MC Hammer, the rapper behind hits like You Can't Touch This and Too Legit to Quit, rose to fame in the early 1990s, amassing a net worth of over $30 million. However, his extravagant spending and poor financial management eventually caught up with him, turning his story into a cautionary tale for aspiring artists. In 1991 alone, Hammer earned around $33 million, equivalent to roughly $50 million today. Instead of making smart investments, Hammer spent his fortune on luxury cars, a private jet, and 21 racehorses that could cost up to $1 million each. One of his most extravagant purchases was a 200-room estate, which he spent $30 million renovating. On top of that, he maintained a 200-person entourage, costing around $500,000 per month. Combined with declining album sales, this lavish lifestyle led to his financial collapse by 1996. That year, Hammer filed for bankruptcy with debts exceeding $13 million and was forced to sell assets, including his mansion and luxury cars. Once one of the top-selling rappers in the world, he faced a long road to regain stability in the entertainment industry.